Hey everybody, Koosemose here, back again with Last Dream World Unknown. So we just got a whole bunch of recipes from all these chests, and they seem like they're kind of the top tier stuff. So we're going to warp out. I'd rather we didn't have to, but we do, so we will. And I think I've taken down most of the foes here, so we should be able to just casually walk out. We might run into somebody, who knows? Oh, that was a statue of a... or, not a statue, but a suit of armor. And we've got to wind our way through a little bit of a maze. Kind of mixed on how I feel about the maze of bodies. It is kind of interesting. It kind of forces you to realize just how many people are dead here. And the fact that we killed them all. Alright. So, I am going to head on over to, I guess, like, just here. Doesn't really matter, right? Not there. Anywhere that happens to have a... what are they called again? Goodness, I cannot bloody well remember. Guy that makes stuff, whatever they are. Let's see, you look like a fisher. Maybe you? Yeah, synthesizer. So, is this the stuff it looks to be? Still not that great. Well, I'm a little disappointed if this is all we've got. Oh, here we go. Here's a shield. Okay, it's at least an improvement for one person. And how about this? Not really needed. Is this back to the, low tier stuff? Okay, well, how about weapons? Let's see if any of this is worthwhile. Loosen a bit of crit for more attack. That's... I don't know. Oh, we can't make the Divine Staff. Of course we can't. The one thing that would be better, we can't make. Isn't that just brilliant? Okay, well, can I buy Asia's equipment perhaps in Svarta? Let's go check that out. I cannot rightly recall. So we're going to go check that out. I suppose I could, I think it was a shield for you. Unyielding, yeah, that's a decent increase. Something at least. Why are those all so disappointing? Alright, we'll pop up here. And there's the synthesizer, but we need to find equipment. What do you think? Up. And select, whoops. My bad. Well, there's items. Oh, is the equipment like the one that's all the way like on the really annoyingly long loop? I think it might be. So I'm trying to remember my way through here. And I think, yeah, I have to go down here. Back around behind all this business. And somewhere back here. Don't know where, to be honest. Neither of these, it looks like. Here we go. Please tell me you have Asia's equipment. You do not. Ugh. Well, bother. I'm not wielding an Asia's staff, am I? No, I think I I'd probably use the staff to make something that turned out not to be worth it, right? The osmosis staff? Yeah. That is annoying, actually. Is just the shield worth the trouble of going back? I'm almost tempted to... Can I just warp out of here? To just reload and say forget all of it? Okay. Gotta walk all the way back around. Yeah, that is a bit disappointing. Like, I mean, I suppose that equipment wasn't that hard to find, but we had to wait till pretty much the end of the game. So, you know, I kind of expected it to be a little bit better. I mean, perhaps the fact that I have done all of the inn quests and things. Let's go ahead and just have a nap at the inn here. Would it be you? No. You. Should probably just insist on staying for free. Alright. So, maybe there's places to get Aegis equipment that I've forgotten about completely. But at this point, I'm not sure how much I care. I'm kind of a little bit annoyed that most of that stuff is kind of cruddy. Compared to what I've got, of course. So, I will head back in here and... Oh, can't park right inside. I will meet you guys when I get back to where I was. Alright, we're back. I only got slightly lost in the ice cavern. Funny story. While I got lost, I came across something interesting. Let's see if I can find it. Should be, around here somewhere. There we go. I found myself an Aegis staff. Of course, the item I needed to do the one of two upgrades. So anyways, back there's where we turned right to get all of the recipes, which were mostly disappointing. I suppose Koos will be able to tank a little better than he could otherwise. So that's something. If your recipe, I'll be angry. Okay, white croaker, another fish. It's lovely. Kind of wish I'd done all the fish stuff, but on the other hand, well, I couldn't even find the second rank fisherman, whatever it was. So was unable to get that upgraded. Plus, I'll be honest, the fishing is a little more interesting, but it's still kind of meh. Considering with just a tiny bit of effort, I can still cheese it up if I really wanted to. So, that's pretty much my metric for, is this thing boring, is, can I very easily write a program to cheese it for me? If I can, it's probably monotonous with little enough decisions that it's going to get boring. Now, I suppose I could, like, in theory, program very advanced things to handle things a little smarter and, like, read things off the screen and play the entire game for me, but the premise on that basis is it being something simple to program, you know, something like macro, repeat this button every X number of seconds. That typically means it's just busy work. And this is another bloody spiral. I hope I didn't turn the wrong direction. But I'm pretty certain we went right last time, so left should be the direction to something. If not, I will be mildly annoyed. There's a surprisingly large number of enemies here for us having... still being under the effects of the... what is it, repelling bait, I believe? So I'd hate to think of what kind of enemies I would face if I didn't have that on. I mean, I suppose I could stack up the repelling ring on top of it. But, I don't know, that might be a little bit too much. Please just be 2 spirals, because I'm really getting slightly paranoid here that I'm going to go around this long loop with all these fights and be like, no, that's the direction you went last time. And I'm sure somebody will be like, ranting about me going the wrong way in the comments if I'm doing so. So, you know, let's hope that's not the case. You know, at this point in time, I'm kind of tempted to just stop using the steel, but on the other hand, it also hits everybody, so it's really good for just damage. I'm very sad that my hunter does not have a comparable skill. The hunter really does, like, really does suffer for I guess, for her abilities to help us move, really. Like, the thief gets us stuff and gets us special locked areas. Similarly, the engineer. But they're my two most powerful characters, honestly. I suppose Koos does help tank things, so that is kind of important. Alright, we are advancing. I hope. And managed to cut a fight right at the edge there. Come on, we can take him down nice and easy, I think, / hope. Yeah, but I don't know, if we get him nice, just have an option. Ignore thieving. Just... Oh, you actually survived. I mean, I don't see you surviving much longer, but... It's just ignore thieving. We don't really care about the stuff. Okay, and we're leaving the ice. That's excellent. No idea how much further I have to progress. Ooh, there's something to bomb my way into. Don't know how much great stuff I can expect at this point. But perhaps we can work our way towards at least one more achievement. Don't know if there's enough bombable stuff to do so here. But we shall find out, shall we? What do you got here? Anything new? I don't believe so. These evasions are always mildly annoying. Ultra Mind Tonic, is that? No, that's a potion. I got confused with the magic potions. So, as soon as it gets to go, that probably should kill everything. And Koos does a pretty good job of working towards that. Poor Koos is falling so far behind. He should still be able to tank just fine, though. Because the enemies, to the best of my knowledge, are only scaled to my higher starting level, not my current level. Ooh. That looks ominous, doesn't it? Suppose we'll be making our way down to some lava here in a bit. Yeah. Ooh. And another cave. What do you got for me? A champion tonic. Yeah, I'll probably be throwing out my potions as much as possible because, I mean, there's no reason not to, right? Just use everything. Do want to be sure to scan our final boss. But I'm sure we'll do that, right? And he won't just suddenly die a horrible death. I mean, I could see that happening, but I've missed some thieves on some things just because they turned out to not really be bosses, and like I guess mini bosses who can be insta-killed. Got a aha. Hidden little crack there. I feel like this should be slightly better. Maybe not, who knows? I don't really have a good gauge on how good those potions really are. Of course, all items are slightly worse for me compared to what they would be without if I didn't have the higher level starting party. But on the other hand, I have an engineer, so they're a little bit better. Very hard to... I don't know if those are. Not everything quite scales up to the 3 times effect. I mean, that could have been impressive if it did more than 1 damage. And an ICBM for the one remaining, I don't know, Fire T-Rex. I know it has a name, but I just haven't paid attention to it. So, just continuing right along, I'm pretty sure this is the last little run-up towards things. Watch the cutscene? Yes, I do believe I shall. As you stop to catch your breath, you're struck by a vision of the past. 500 years in the past. This is right where we are now, pretty much. These would be the... I forgot the name. Valar? Vanir. Whoops. Wrong mythos. This is it. The creature's lair. I know that you can all feel the immense power of the being. It is a challenge simply taking one step further toward the source. The outflow of energy is astounding. We have no hope of killing the creature. The best we can do is sacrifice our lives to contain it. We must hope that Alice sends reinforcements soon. And if that fails, it may be possible that we could reach out through the Well of Souls and draw a traveler to this world. We must leave that as a last resort because it will require a great deal of strength. Are you all ready? Yes, let us begin the containment process. If this is the end, then I just want to say one last time that it has been an honor, sir. We will not go gently. I mean, you're just going to stand around it and shield it. That seems fairly gentle, honestly. If you're going to stab it sometimes, then, maybe. That does not look like Mephistopheles. So Mephistopheles or... Frack, I forgot who it's supposed to be. Surround the creature. Reinforce the stasis crystal. Okay, well, we don't have far at all to go, then. Woo! Hello. Our stats are just A-okay. You shall never reach my master. Prepare to die. Alrighty then. Let's go ahead and buff up. Get ourselves a scan right from the start. Little thievery, a little, how about a little stronghold? Because you seem like a very physical sort of enemy. Get ourselves a nectar. Not sure I care too much about that one. Lovely bit of scan. Of course, it comes after almost all the attacks. Oh well. But on the other hand, we're pretty solid here. How about you give me a... Yeah, a little of that. Some vigilance. Armed robbery. Okay, let me check something real quick. I need a single target something. So I can check his stats. I just have an Aegis sword, I don't care about that. Alright, so you're going to battle wits right from the start. There we go, we got the Aegis sword already. All fine and dandy, we'll still go ahead and steal all the stuff. Or as much as we can. And... I mean, do we keep buffing or do we just go all out on him? Yeah, I think we just go all out. Everything we got, we'll throw it in his face. Let's not forget our life snatcher. You're going to survive decently. I suppose, do a little mana search for a little extra int. And that should speed things right along. Yeah, I think Aerostorm is actually comparable to Telekinetic Frenzy. Maybe not quite up there, it's less damage, but it does more hits, I think. So, let's try a Battle of Wits from you. And a little of that. See if you can steal one last thing from him before he gets... Oh! You missed. How depressing. And not bad. It was enough to finish it. I guess I shouldn't complain. We were victorious. Got some levels. Poor Koos so far very far behind. And we get stuffed. Aegis rope. I don't know if we're going to do it with an Aegis rope. Yeah, I guess we will. Searing heat assaults your senses. A vision begins to materialize before you, and you somehow know that it will be your last. One way or the other. Chapter 15. The Pact is Broken. Senator Orion, it is clear beyond doubt that the Pelurians of Firma have violated the Pact. Yes, but it appears that the violators are a rogue element. The energy signature is extremely weak. It can be no more than a handful of their species. I suggest caution and restraint. There is not yet the need to exterminate them without investigating the cause of the violation. I will gladly travel to discuss the issue with them. No, I will go. We must be prepared to act militarily if Orion's explanation is false. Perhaps they are sending scouts in preparation for another assault on the younger races. We cannot allow them to repeat the violence they perpetrated before. We must enforce our previous warning. I agree with Feindar. They were warned, and if they have willingly broken the pact, there is no prudent choice for us but to protect the younger races. But must we exterminate them? I had always envisioned extermination as an empty threat. We had to speak in terms they would understand, and they only understood strength. Could we not aid their move to a new planet, one where they could thrive without the possibility of interaction with other races? Let's not forget that it was our initial oversight of their natural evolution that led to these difficulties. They are the native planet life, regardless of the ruling council's initial verdict in the matter. Yes, send them elsewhere. It would be a waste to extinguish their unique genetic code and culture. I will consider it, but at last resort, there are no viable planets currently known for the relocation. Our cause is cosmic interspecies peace, but I'm prepared to accept that the Pelurians, may form no part of the final harmonious formula. Thank you, Emperor. Feindar, prepare your scouts. You shall leave immediately to discover the source of the treaty violation. As you command. Is that it? What has been the source of these strange visions? Have the Vanir been contacting you, informing you for the task ahead? Or has Mephistopheles simply been reveling in nostalgia? You sway briefly to thoughts of home and your children, but force yourself back to the present. Whatever the purpose of your journey, you will see to it that it ends here and that you return to Earth. Alright, let's get our last bit of treasure. Ha, another H of Staff, cute. UJP orbs, we'll go ahead and use those. That would let me back out. I don't want to do that. Alright, there's a save spot. So, we will go ahead and use transmutation to use the last of our AP orbs. I don't have that many left. I've been using them semi-regularly off camera. Just get a little extra little bit. And for anybody who wants to see what my stats are, this will be the final of them. I guess we can go ahead and pump up. I mean, maybe I should pump up magic defense? Yeah, let's pump magic defense. Because more than anything, Koos is our tank. Yeah, a little agility never hurt. It's nice and cheap. You can do a ton of damage, so let's get some more crit on you. Yeah, crit's a better buy than attack right now. You, I don't know, more attack as well, honestly. Or, yeah, attack. Your attack is relatively low. Or at least the cost of it's low. Pretty much int and crit. Just swapping between them as the price goes up. Alright. And I suppose a little bit of magic defense. Alright, that is it. Hope you got a good look at the stats before the end. We're going to go ahead and save. You know what we're going to do first is make certain we're completely topped off. Every last bit. Who knows how much we'll need. Is HP anywhere below? Nope. Alright. Now, we save. And... ooh, intimidating looking. One's already died. Let's do this. Let's talk to people first. Anybody there? No. Please help us. Approach the crystal when you are ready. When you're ready, we will shatter the crystal so that you can face the creature. We are so drained that we cannot contribute anything meaningful to the fight. Approach the crystal when you're ready. Yes, yes, I got you. Approach it when we're ready. You've arrived. We're beginning to worry that you wouldn't make it. We are all wearing thin. We won't be able to hold him much longer. When you're ready, we will shatter the crystal so you can face the creature. We are so drained. Yes, you've said that already. Are you ready? Yes. Mephistopheles emerged. Okay, so we know the general process here. It's buff up as much as you can. And even you buff our agility. A little null magic, because you definitely look like a caster type. And magic defense is probably my weakness, I would say. So let's, hope if he uses magic, it's elemental in nature. Miasmatic shield, not great, but great time to buff up. So we'll pop a self-preservation. So you transcendent scanned. Let's vigilance. And lower your odds of being attacked. Do we think he's going to pull the nasty... You know what, let's go ahead and throw in a Battle of Wits. Just to see how it'll do. Go ahead and get the timer on that going. And we'll probably start popping potions here in a sec, I think. Do we want all of our int stuff? I think int buffs are probably the way to go. Just because Sid is our primary damage dealer. Malicious concentration. Ooh. Alright. And team player. Done that. Did that. Advanced scouting. And you should be good to go as well. Alright. So let's do a transmutation. What do we want on everybody? What do you think? Magic defense? What is... There we go. Conjurer tonic. That's perfect. That's for one ally, but we should be using it on everybody. So, I feel kind of good about that. Heals for all. Maybe I'll want more HP for everyone as well. No hope. Yeah. It's not the greatest, but I can do a triple threat to get a lot of that back. And for good measure, we will pop a field medic. You're just going to stab him in the face. So I'm perfectly fine with that. Yeah, already done a good chunk of his HP, to be honest with you. So, not super worried about Mephistopheles. And that almost, but not quite, brings Goose back to full. We throw a genius down and... Excuse me. Okay, you've just... you're still Mephistopheles. You don't have things to steal, right? Alright. We'll throw in a genius. Time for you to start doing your business. A mana surge, some more int. The next, not bad, not bad. The next Battle of Wits should be even more impressive. And as long as he doesn't die, I can just throw that out forever. Mephistopheles' Shadow. Alright, that didn't really do all that much, did it? Okay. We could do a plan of attack sounds nice. And Arrow Storm from you. We're ready to go back to attacking? Yes, we are. Let's see what you think of this, sir. Ooh, Essence of Phoenix stolen. That's actually a really useful thing to steal in this fight. It was a little, glitchy on the attack animation, I feel. Party was victorious. Well then. We've received drops. We've got his heart. What is this power? You who... Oh, wait. What is this power? You who reek of death. There's Lurian blood on your hands. And those raven gauntlets. Asmodeus? No, you've killed him. How dare you? His death was a reward for me alone. Millennia in the making. Lord Astaroth, from the depths of Firma I summon thee. Take my remaining life force and crush these blasphemous fools. And then scour the surface world free from its pathetic infestation of wretched creatures. Alright, so... Since we did Mount Agni, this is our true final battle. And I'm assuming we no longer have our effects. Yeah, didn't think we did. So we repeat the process. Let's get a scan off the bat. And you shall give me a runaway off the bat. Surely use fire, right? Seems the most likely thing. You do have to watch out. Maybe Koo should pop the team player a little sooner. Ooh. That is not great. But we can heal past that. Pop that. Give me a little healing chant to counteract. You shall mana surge for me. Just because we want the int bonus mostly. Oh. That is not good. But he's at least mostly full health. No idea how long that will last. Okay, so I've chanted I need a vigilance. I need you to start hitting him. And you as well. Yeah, nice bit of damage. Dark energy. Ugh. This is going to be one of those we have to drain him sorts of things. Let's see how he looks after this. Oh, so close. So hardly anything. He's immune to holy, and he's neutral to most everything else. Immune to all that, of course. And... Alright. So we got Vigilance out. Let's go ahead and get Advanced Scouting out. Maybe a little Life Snatcher. And I think you're just going to have to alternate Battle of Wits and Mind Drain. That's not great. And I think we should look to... Well, I guess that's one way to get him out of the paralysis, I think, / hope. So you're not doing all that much. Give me a... one ally, 50% heal. A little of that. And to see if that performs it a little better for me. As long as he's still... Are you kidding me? Alright. He hits like a ton of freaking bricks. Let's get all the healing out that we can. You'll just hit him. We need 100% HP for the entire party. Well, you only need to use a... go ahead and give us our MP as well. That seems the best route. You can't really drain him and... Yeah, I wanted to have the extra heal just in case. Excuse me, what? Koosemose's party was defeated. Well then... Uh-oh. I've got to start that fight again. So, I'm going to look up maybe some guides on how to deal with him. I'll be right back.